Oh boy, this is a good one. Red vs. Blue Season 10 is the culmination of a 10-year storyline, and it's a pretty good one. The freelancers, the Reds and Blues, the director, everything has been building up to this season. So, let's get into it. We open in the past and find York attempting and failing to open a lock, par for the course, except now he has Delta, the first of the AI fragments. And the room explodes, revealing a gigantic space battle. We journey back to the present as Church tries to figure out what is happening and why Wash is wearing his armor. Carolina hopes that Epsilon's memories can lead them to the whereabouts of the director. Unfortunately, as we know, Church doesn't have full access to his memories. So it's a bit of a dead end. Okay, so the space battle. The Mother of Invention is locked in a fierce fight with the forces of the Resistance, trying to capture their leader. We meet back up with the team, minus York and Texas, as they jetpack through the debris in order to board the Resistance ship.
Use your pack sparingly. Course correction only. You don't want to end up like Georgia.
Wait, what happened to Georgia?
Nobody knows! They never found him!
Are you sure these things are safe?
Zero-G fight. Cool. Wash is goofy. Cool. And wait, CT. Are we actually going to get a story this season? Cool. So, CT completely abandons Freelancer, revealing her true colors as a double agent for the Resistance, and apparent love interest for the Resistance leader, who sounds familiar.
Not everyone follows protocol.
This isn't much of a surprise, considering they all but stated it in Season 9, but it's a good start. The two escape, leaving a nuclear bomb in their wake, and the freelancers are forced to retreat. Back in the present, Carolina leads the Reds and Blues to Zanzibar, trying to find a link to the director. And the Reds and Blues express some distrust towards Carolina, partly because she's a freelancer, and partly because their first impressions of her aren't the best.
What did you want me to tell Church and Tucker again?
Just try and put that into words.
Explosion.
Tucker and Church attempt to find out more about her, but only anger her further. Back in the past, we meet North's...
I expected it to be bigger. Why? You've seen mine. It's small too.
All right, Theta. Come on out. People just want to say hello to you.
AI, Theta, and we learn how effective AI can be when they're not being used by complete maniacs.
Wow! That was incredible! Yeah, what did I tell you? And we're sure they don't get any bigger.
The only person who isn't impressed is South. Back in the present, Carolina drags the Reds and Blues to Sandtrap looking for CT's helmet. They find a dog tag, but nothing else. In the past, we see a classroom session where the counselor is teaching the agents about AI theory and... Oh my. Is that Wash? Without a helmet? Oh my. He's blonde. I guess. Cool. Wait. Oh my god. Wyoming has a mustache. As we learn about the AI, we meet our newest addition, Sigma, and his voice actor is...
Yes. The metastage, in which an AI can be considered fully human.
Elijah Wood? Wow, cool. He was like in Back to the Future Part 2, and Happy Feet, Over the Garden Wall, and oh yeah, The Lord of the Rings. You know, that. I'm just saying, it's pretty cool. Sigma is such an awesome character because you can always see the gears turning in his head. He's running his own experiments, manipulating everyone, and it's only a matter of time before he gets what he wants. Freelancer tracks down CT and the Resistance leader and sends the team in a pelican freefall to the base. The battle begins, showing off how effective they are with the Freelancers, as well as how effective Maine is at, well, everything. CT tries to escape with the leader, but Tex and Carolina show up, and after a brief moment of tension, the fight begins. Carolina is incredibly reluctant to fight her teammate, but Tex does not care. Jeez. The fight ends in a rather dark display as Tex fatally wounds CT with a hatchet. The leader and CT escape, leaving Tex and Carolina yell at each other.
Just rest, Connie. Just rest. Connie. Connie. Connie.
Oh. CT dies and the mystery of the character is finally revealed. Tough stuff for an internet series. Back in the present, Carolina leaves the Reds and Blues to check out an island, with Church stowed away. In Sandtrap, Wash keeps watch, and Caboose shows up.
Caboose, you realize that when you spy on someone, no one's actually supposed to know that you're spying on them, right?
Oh yeah, I know. I just figured you wouldn't tell anyone.
Wait, what makes you think that?
Oh, come on, Angel. I mean, I'm pretty sure, we can trust you. I mean, we are friends.
Friends.
Back in the past, Carolina is pushing herself harder and harder, now spending the nights training as York watches over her. North comes in and the two discuss the AI, the project, and the director. I really like this scene. In a show where the characters are always in suits of armor, it's nice to see them relaxing in t-shirts and jeans, just talking. All that with a Trocadero cover of Carolina in the morning, and this scene is great.
I think we all could use some rest.
And in the present, we have another amazing episode. The island Carolina visits is revealed to be the location of the finale of Out of Mind, where York died. Church reveals himself and asks why she doesn't trust them, and Carolina gives a pretty good reason. She's already watched a family break apart, so she can't trust anybody now. Oh, shut up! But Epsilon hasn't given up.
Carolina?
I'm done talking to you.
Carolina, I think I found something you might want to see.
Really? What might that be?
A memory.
Delta?
We must be brief. Epsilon is struggling to remember.
Remember what? Delta? Delta, please, don't.
Good evening, beautiful people. It's a lovely Monday night, and I'm here with another adrenaline-pumping journal entry, courtesy of our good friend Delta.
It can't be.
This scene is great, one of my favorite moments in the season. Church showing Carolina memories of York brings depth to both characters and reveals a romantic relationship between the two, which only makes her trust issues make more sense. Get out! This is the writing debut of Miles Luna, who would go on to write seasons 11 through 13 of the show, and he made one hell of an entrance. Touched by Church, Carolina allows herself to trust him, and Epsilon becomes Carolina's AI. Much to the dismay of the Reds and Blues, especially Tucker, which is interesting. When you think about Church and Tucker's relationship, I always thought it was meant to mirror Griffin Simmons, that sort of banter and soul dysfunctional relationship. But when you go back, it actually seems that Tucker looks up to Church quite a bit. Though it's not stated in the series, Tucker is actually a higher rank than Church, but let him lead Blue Team anyway. During Season 7, he wanted Church to help him in Sandtrap rather than the Reds and Caboose, which is understandable, and here he's actually really mad that Church seemed to abandon him for Carolina. Back in the past, Sigma and Gamma accidentally, and I'm saying that with about as much sarcasm as you could possibly have, let it slip that Tex has an AI, leading Carolina to believe that if she gets one,
Then I want them both.
or two, that she will outmatch Tex, which pretty much everyone else disagrees with, but she goes ahead, receiving the two AI, Ada and Iota, and immediately demands a match with Tex after she wakes up, ignoring everyone who thinks she's going insane. I think I can see where this is heading. The fight is about to begin, but the director shows up with no idea what's happening and yells Tex's real name and concern, stopping the fight and causing everyone with an AI except Tex to go through immense pain.
Make them stop! Make them stop the voices! Make the voices stop!
Well, how about that? In the present, the Reds and Blues arrive in Valhalla to check out Tex's crashed ship, and the Reds find...
It actually looks like a garden. Wait a minute, is that compost? Sustainable farming? Environmentally friendly housing? Oh no, what?
Oh, hey, guys!
Donut. Make a joke out of it?
I thought you were dead.
You know, we sure seem to say that a lot these days.
Yeah, Donut is back, somehow. Never mind that this doesn't make sense, it's a slap in the face to the Recreation finale. That bomb dropper, Wash killed one of the most beloved characters of the show. He doesn't even do anything this season, he's brought back purely for fan service. I mean, other than Church or Tex, no characters ever came back from the dead, but now it's stained Rooster Teeth permanently, to the point where anytime a character is killed off, the immediate response is, well, they'll be brought back, right? It just sucks, there's no way around it. Back in the past, oh no. We finally see what the director did to Alpha to make him break, and it's really creepy. Even more so since this is Church. Broken.
Who died?
Agent Texas.
No! Oh my god, no!
And of course, the fragment harvested is Epsilon. Uh-oh. While we see Wash going through the implantation process, Tex is examining the dog tag CT gave her, and it's revealed to be a hard drive. She examines it and finds the truth about the same time as Wash does. And the end is coming fast. Back in the present, Carolina also discovers that CT's dog tag is the drive and finally finds the whereabouts of the director. And of course, the place is bound to be filled with guards, so Church and Carolina recruit the Reds to fight them off, or in other words, distract them, on their own. Yeah. Naturally, they're all incredibly reluctant to do that, but when Carolina threatens them...
Guess what, Psycho? I don't take orders from you anymore.
Well, what about now?
Don't do that.
Wash makes his choice.
Wash, what are you doing?
Protecting my friends. Now lower the weapon.
You're siding with them?
Wash, I don't understand. We found the director. We can make him pay. This is what we wanted. All I want is for you to leave. I've already been responsible for enough of their problems in the past, and I'll be damned before I let you cause any more.
He's a blue, not a freelancer. Church feels pretty betrayed, and this happens.
You're my problem. You've always been my problem. Each and every one of you is just a problem that I have to deal with on a daily basis.
Church releases all of his pent-up rage, and Tucker is disgusted and hurt that his best friend would do that, even though he does it all the time. He leaves, the Reds leave, and Caboose leaves, too. And I only drew another crying face for this one. Back in the past, Wash wakes up and North and South inform him that the AI program has been scrapped and Tex is on the run along with York. And she's back. This is it. This is how Freelancer falls apart, and it's about as epic as it could ever be. The rifts between characters are set up just enough so we know they're there, but not in a way that's too specific. It's perfect. And then there's this scene, which words cannot describe.
Let's not do this. It doesn't have to be this way.
What are you doing here? Why are you helping her?
It's not about her. I'm trying to do the right thing. You should too.
I am doing the right thing. I'm not deserting. She just wants your AI, York. She already went after Wyoming.
Is that what they told you?
I'm going to stop her. I have to.
You don't have to prove anything. Come on. Let's leave this place. We can get you help. We can get those damn things out of your head. You can trust me.
Maybe. But you can't trust me.
Carolina engages Tex, and holy cow, so awesome, it brings the ship crashing down. Cool. And...
What are you doing? No!
Oh no. The Meta takes Carolina's AI and throws her off the cliff, and Sigma appears and says one of the coolest lines in the show.
You run, Agent Texas. We are the Meta, and we will find you very soon.
Back in the present, the Reds and Blues are in Valhalla, while Church and Carolina head to the director on their own. And the Reds and Mulus may feel a bit guilty. Doc shows up and gives a speech with Sarge that, while not quite as memorable as Sarge's in Revelation, still gets the point across really well. And the Reds and Blues decide to help Church and Carolina. Church and Carolina find the storage facility, which is surprisingly abandoned, except for the 100 Tex robots. Carolina tries to fight them, but she can't do it. Not alone.
Better luck next time,
Carolina?
9 points, you dirty whores!
Get up.
What are you doing here?
I told you they're not so bad once you get to know them.
Lock and load, people!
Cool. This fight is awesome. The Reds and Blues are working together in their own immature way, but together they do what no one could do before. They beat Agent Texas, and that is awesome. But it's not over yet. There's still the director, but he's not the man he once was. He's not the final boss battle. He's broken, with nothing left. This scene is the culmination of everything. The first time we meet the director in the flesh, after everything he put them through, after Blood Gulch, Omega, Gamma, the Meta, and Tex, we finally meet the man who created them all. And he's sitting here, watching a video of a long-lost memories. You can't hate him. You can't like him. You can only pity him.
Not all of us got off scot-free, Carolina. He was brilliant, and we trusted him. But he lied to us. He twisted and tortured us and used us. Manipulated us for his own purposes. And for what? For this? This shadow? He needs to pay.
And as much as Carolina wants to kill him, she finally understands what everyone's been telling her. Just let it go. And then we finally see the director's eyes. Cool. With that, Church and Carolina leave the director, who locks himself in the facility with nothing but a memory and a gun. But we head back into the past one final time, where the director and counselor discuss where to hide the Alpha. And there's one place no one will think to look, with one man no one will look for.
Ready for duty, sir. And might I say, pleased as punch you picked me.
Yeah, Captain Butch Flowers is a freelancer. Cool. Back in the present, the Reds and Blues are setting up shop in yet another canyon as Church and Carolina watch from the cliffside. The best part is that Carolina doesn't need to actually state that Texas is her mother and that the director is her father. We just know. Carolina also tells Church that there's a new adventure ahead, a new mission, and they leave as Caboose watches.
Church?
Hey, Caboose, you find Church?
No, I didn't find him.
Well, where do you think he is?
I don't know. Somewhere. He's just out here right now.
And that is how we end Red vs. Blue, Season 10. This is quite possibly the greatest season of the show. It managed to take a 10-year storyline and wrap it up in the best way possible. In a way, it felt like it was always building up to this. It has some of the best acting, the best writing, the best action you could get in a show like this. I think it really says something when an internet series is this good after 10 years, when most television shows start to suck after 5. It's had its ups and downs, but it's still great, and will continue to be great. Which reminds me, we're not done yet. As much as this may seem like the final season, it's not. The show goes on, and I couldn't be happier it does. Join me next time for Red vs. Blue, Season 11.
If I could stop myself, I would. But there's no easy way to end how I feel. It just changed what was real. Though we try to fade to black, in the end we come right back. Now that we've come so far, how can we ever start again? Memories would lead us back. Instead we just pretend. Now that we've come.
Hey everyone, thanks for watching. If you like this video, you should probably consider subscribing. Come on, all the cool kids are doing it.